What's up, you guys? It's Jono! As you can see, I am using a toy train to hatch my eggs. It's actually pretty crazy, but I decided on a whim that I would buy this toy train on Amazon, and guess what? It works. It will actually hatch your eggs. So I had been planning to do this video for a little while, and I finally decided that it was time to do it. So I swept my back porch area, and I set up the train set, and I set out to see if it would actually hatch my eggs. Now here's the interesting part. It will hatch your eggs. You can see here on the video, it says 0.02. That was after I had been doing it for a little while, so it ended up being about 30 minutes per half of a kilometer, so an hour per kilometer. So if you wanted to do a 2-kilometer egg, for example, it would take 2 hours. This is a battery run train, and it will run for 2 hours on the 4 batteries that it has, and then I just got a rechargeable battery set so that I could continue to run the train as much as I wanted to. I'm not actually going to use it because I do a lot of walking, but I did it just in case there was a rainy day or something like that. Now, interesting to note, it didn't track the distance very well when I was inside. It tracks it very well outside. Now here's a picture of, or a little bit of the outside of the train. That's the one I got. You notice it makes a lot of noise, a ton of noise, and it also makes this realistic smoke that is coming out that has a horrible smell. So I don't necessarily recommend this train, but the size of tracks seem to be fairly standard, and most of the trains should come with a sound off option. Mine did not, which is why I don't recommend it, and you can't turn the smoke off either. So what I'm going to do here is show the full screen recording of my screen while it was going around. I know that that's probably going to be incredibly boring, so I don't expect for anybody to actually watch all of this. What I expect is for you to skip forward and see when it actually tracks the distance on the eggs. Now, the reason I'm showing the full video is for full transparency. I don't want anyone to think that I faked this, so you can see this is an extremely long video, and I'm going to post in the description where you can actually click through to see when it goes from 0 to 0.1 and when it goes from 0.1 to 0.2. So I'm going to put those in the description or in the comments, whichever is easier. So you should be able to click on those and then skip to the points where it actually changes, which is going to be the only real interesting part. Aside from, I do have the front-facing camera turned on, so you can actually see me every once in a while coming out to try and check it, and you can see me come out with the camera to film the little bit of video that you saw on the intro for this video, and you can also see me in general just looking kind of moronic trying to follow this thing around in a circle. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, the main point of the video is for full transparency. I do get half of a kilometer in the 30 minutes that this video is running. So it runs for 30 minutes. I get half of a kilometer. That, you know, you can extrapolate into 1 kilometer per hour, and I think that's honestly pretty impressive to be able to stick my phone in a train. You can see that it's plugged in with the battery. That's why I bought this particular train, because it has the 2 caboose pieces, and I was able to put my battery in one, put the phone in the other, and then turn on the train and let it go around. Now you can see right here, I'm struggling just a little bit. I want to get the train exactly on the tracks, and it's a little bit hard to get it on the tracks. So it takes me a little bit of time, but once I got it running, it really didn't give me any problems, and I didn't have to babysit it very much either. Every once in a while it would kind of go off the track, but somehow it would still run around in a circle, which is interesting. But yeah, it did work. It was successful. The noise is incredibly annoying, and it's super loud, so that's kind of unfortunate. But other than the noise and the smoke, which you could get a different train that doesn't have noise and smoke, it worked, you know, and I was actually really impressed that it worked. So I'm going to quit talking. I'm just going to let the video play. I just wanted to tell you guys what's going on here and let you know that yes, the train did work. And yes, it does do half of a kilometer per half an hour. And if you are the kind of person who wants to find a system that will hatch your eggs, this will work. So I just wanted to report that, and that's what this video is for. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I am going to comment all of the different times when the egg shows an update to the kilometers, and I will comment those in. And eventually I do press on one of the eggs so you can see the fine time or the fine distance down to the decimal point distance. So I am going to push one of those, and then we'll be watching the egg from there forward, and you'll be able to see it go from 0.01 to 0.02 or 0.1 to 0.2 and so on. So that's pretty cool. Alright everybody, thanks for watching, thanks for all my awesome subscribers, and look for those change points in the comments or in the description so you can actually see the full transparency that it really does work and I didn't fake it. Alright, thanks everybody, and peace!